How's it going, ScrubGamers? Welcome back to another video here at ScrubGames, and today we're up to another episode of our previously in DBSCG series, a series where we go with a week's news in one video at the end of the week, so it saves you a bit of time rather going day by day to see what's gone on in the Dragon Ball Super card game world, and looking all at the end of the week in one video, so you can save a bit of time and a bit of effort. And we're back again with some more spoilers, and we're down to the last little chunk of Fusion World spoilers because now we've seen all the stuff come out of the first lot of Fusion Worlds. So we've seen all the main set, all the starter deck, all the alt arts, and also we've now seen all the promos and everything. Even some cards that didn't get revealed properly, like the skillless ones in the starter decks. We've seen that, but then you can probably look at that on the actual Fusion Games site, or Fusion World site. But we're going to go over the week's news, what we've seen this week. So, before we get into that, what you can do is help out the channel by doing some of the few things, because we're still on the way to 1,000 subs. And if you want to help us get there, you can help out by just dropping a like on the video if you enjoy the content, enjoy the series. Dropping a comment down below if there's anything you want to cover, or basically comment on regarding the video, or if there's anything you want to see on the channel, feel free to comment below. And lastly, the main way you can help us out is by clicking the subscribe button. It helps you keep you updated with my videos as when they drop. And if you click the notification bell as well, you get alerts to when my videos do drop, so you can watch them there and then or at a later time. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the video and check out what we got for this week. So, we'll start with the alt arts, and we go in card order again. So we go for the red, blue, green, and yellow. And then we look at the alt arts for the secrets. Then we go on to some of the starter deck cards, like the alt arts, what they look like, from the little pack you get with the starter cards, and also then we go on to the promos as well. Plus, we also, if you heard about what happened with the battle armor, we know that with the energy markers, we know to get energy markers packs to kind of get these cool looking energy markers, which has one for each leader. You can get one for each character so far for set one in star decks, and it turns out they're actually gold ones as well. And we'll have a look and see what they kind of look like at the end. So start off with the red ones. We'll go for the leaders first for each color, and then we'll go over to the 3 SRs that got all arts, because each of the colors got 3 alt arts in SRs and both the leaders as well. And then we also got 3 alt arts for the secret rares, one getting 2 with an extra special one, and one getting just 1 alt art. So the first one in red, we've got Goku. So we got the Goku lead with his going from the base leader to the SSB, and this is not that bad. There's not much between them. The main difference between these two is that well, the front side's a little bit different. It's got more of a shining blue aura than just kind of like a misty one in the background. And then for the awakened side, you got a lot more like a better pose shooting the Kamehameha, and then a bit more gold texture. So there's not too much. It's more like the foiling on it and the texture, because what these stock images don't really show you is that the texture of the cards, they're a lot more textured and more like gold in it, a lot more shiny, and they look a lot nicer. If you go to the Twitter page, they showed us little videos before they showed off the stock images of what the cards look like. So you can have a look at see little videos to show off what they kind of, well, not videos, they did that for secret rares, but for the leaders and the other alt arts, they kind of showed like a picture of the card in person. And the texture doesn't, basically not to be able to see the texture kind of takes away a little bit from it. But when you see these and get them in person in your hands, they look a lot nicer than these stock images. But it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look much different. It's not not a crazy difference. Just the main thing would be is this alt art is going to be more foiled, whereas the other one isn't. But still, this looks quite a nice one. Not the most not the most impressive one for alt arts. And then we go to Beerus. Beerus was a little different in for its front side. It was kind of it's almost like a stock, like an image taken from the anime, like we've seen some cards have, where he just sat there on a little stump on his planet, and then when he's awakened, he's then basically more like a yellow aura behind him, just floating while looking like a sit down, like how Beerus sometimes does. But on this one, you've got him more getting ready to fight on the awakened side, because he's got critical, and on the awakened side, a lot more golden, prepared, and powered up. Now this one looks quite nice. I'm not sure what I prefer. I did prefer the I do prefer the unawakened side on the normal leader than the alt side, but the awakened side on the alt is a lot better, especially with the gold texturing as well, and with all this lightning stuff that has a lot more textured and a lot nicer. So there's that. So I feel like the two red ones, they're not amazing photo arts, but they do still look pretty nice. And let's have a look at the other ones for red. So red got 3 SRs, being so the ones that red got the SRs for is for Goku, Hit, and Beerus, and these ones get ORs. If you remember with these ones, you had like the Goku wasn't very impressive as an SR. Not the like the we're not going to effects, we're going to the art on this one. It just like he was getting ready to do Kamehameha. Whereas for the ult art, he's actually like blasting off, and it's just before he's actually blasting at you, and a nice little detailing in the back, like a lot more color, a lot like and the fact it's all full art as well looks a lot nicer. It's a pretty good and nice looking SPR or ult art. Like they're called SPRs and Masters, got special rare. And this one they're just alternate arts. And then we got the hit. The hit wasn't very impressive for his SR in the art, but now you got more of his iconic pose, hand in pockets, like you don't know when to strike, but he's ready to. Whereas the other one, he's about to hit you with an attack, but this is more iconic in hit. The SP like old art for the hit one looks a lot better. And then you got the Beerus. The Beerus one was pretty standard, where he's just about to shoot a Hakai, I'll say a Hakai blast, like a Hakai ball of energy at you. Whereas for the SR, it looks lot more epic, giving a lot more detail, like when battle like basically flick off an energy blast, and looks way better. So the SPRs for the free SRs way better than the original arts, and this is what you expect for arts. And these ones look quite nice. Remember, there will be a lot more like a lot better foiling on as well, and you could just see like from the leaders having that nice gold art on them, whereas the SRs don't really seem to have that. So that's for the reds. Then we go on to the blue ones, starting off with the leaders again. So we go for the Goku Black. So for the Goku Black leader, on his normal one, he was there with just like folding his arms, looking ready, looking menacing. And then when he's on his awakened side, you just got like a lot of pink, a lot of purple. For when he goes into his rose, because he is basically his awakening. Some characters that they can transform and change forms, they do that on their awaken. Which is a nice little thing with the awaken is what they transfer, like basically power. Not only a power up in the card like by stats and effects, but they're also like visually powering up as well. And for the Goku Black, it looks a lot better for the alt art because you can see like he's ready to power up, like powering up before, and then when he awakens, that's when he's like really powered up, all around him, all ready to ready to go. And yeah, the alt art looks a lot better, especially with the texture and stuff and the gold. So much more better than the original one for this one. And then that brings us to the Ever Blue leader, being the Trunks one. So for the Trunks one, I reckon in the new one, the alternative arts looks better because on the original one, it's just on the front side, just a kind of PNG with a lot of little effects, like a little bit lightning and shining and stuff like that around him, ready to like holding his sword ready. And then on the awakened side, just him in his Super Saiyan form with his powered up sword and like a spirit sword, and basically about to like stab rather than slash. Whereas you can see you got like a kind of Star Wars s kind of look from the alt art where he's got like almost like a lightsaber on the front side, like putting it up ready, like he's ready. He's got like the hope. He's hoping and ready, and then on the awakened side, he's kind of powered up, and it's like a lightsaber fight because you can see he's there with his sword, like defending, like when the Goku Black's got his little like keyblade that he puts on his hand, just slices down on. So the alt art for Trunks is way better than the original one. I think the alt arts for the blue ones actually do look really nice, especially with the texturing as well. They're gonna look pretty sick. And then that brings us to the three SRs for blue. And here we go with these ones. So these ones, as I said, like the stock images don't do them justice. They will be foiled and textured. And these ones, like these are nice, almost like the promos as well. Like if you've like remembered the Goku Black one, it was just like Goku Black with like most of the picture was like his aura, but on here you've got his all around him. You've got like more purple swirls, which look quite nice. Not amazing, but looks a lot better than the SR, which you want to come what you want it to be. And with the Trunks one, like it was once again the same thing. It's just like a lot of like it's most of the art is like the aura around just Trunks being there, like a Super Saiyan form, like a Super Saiyan Berserk form, or a Super Saiyan like Super Trunks form. I don't know if that is the thing, is Super Trunks form, not like it's like beyond Super Saiyan but before Super Saiyan 2. And here you got like the Trunks just like in his enraged state, just going at it no, it doesn't have to sort it out, just like going at it, and he's just basically on the prowl with a lot of purple swirls around as well. And I think the worst one, like from going from SR to SPR, is the Mai. The Mai looks a lot better, I feel, in the SR. In the SPR, it doesn't like. Sure, it's going to be more texture and stuff like that, but it's just like it goes in theme with the arts for the ever ones, which makes sense because all the blue ones are the same. But the art doesn't like is more common looking for the art, like more like alt art for a common than it is an SR. Like the SR for my, the pretty cool. Like what do you expect to get an SR in the set? Like the kind of look. But then the SPR, I don't feel it does what the alternative art for my doesn't really do it justice. I reckon the SR for my is a lot better art wise. But let me know how you feel. So that's from the for blue ones. Then we go on to the green leaders. First one we got is the Android 17. Now the Android 17 one, like when it on the unawakened side, it was just kind of similar to how it is there. Like he's just there. He's not like really like on the alt art. How you can see, he's kind of doing his dash, like get ready to like jump in and fight. And with the normal one, it was just like basically there around like like a cloud of green and a few like little bits like aura coming off him and stuff. Didn't look too impressive on the awakened side, on like unawakened side, but in the awakened side, it was pretty sick. So it's full art, like kind of like with like we've seen with Beerus. You know, like on his front side was like a kind of almost like a stock image, but a quite decent stock image. And that's when he showed Android 18, sat down amidst the destruction he's called. And I thought the original one for was 17 and 18 was pretty sick, but this one looks quite nice. Like you get less detail with like less background. You've got like the rubble they're stood on, but you got less background because it's all like misty, where it could be like from just basically the aftermath, like the dust and the um, stuff of the aftermath of just blowing something up just behind them, like you get with some battles in Dragon Ball. But like the poses are like quite iconic with how they stood there, like ready like 18 might move their hair back, and then Android 17 just looking menacing with his hand on the hips. But the it comes down to personal perspective really, because I reckon like the normal working side was really nice. I reckon that was pretty cool. But then this one's going to look probably a little bit better because it's going to have foiling compared to the original one, and it's going to have a little bit nicer foiling and texture from being an alt art leader with the gold and just the art. But I reckon, and also having it full art as well, like no text box. That's one of the main appeals. It's like having no text box. It's just a shame there's text box on the unawakened side, but you expect like the art is mainly on the like the main kind of art is on the awakened side, and having no text box is just fantastic. You can see the full thing. So I reckon that looks pretty nice. Then it brings us on to the second green leader, being Gohan, and this one looks amazing. Like the awakened side, nothing to like nothing to like nothing really special. Really, I reckon the unawakened side on the original leader is a lot better because it's like how that scene like before he goes into Super Saiyan 2, because the whole difference between both leaders is him being like Gohan being Super Saiyan on the first side and awakens into a Super Saiyan 2 form. And at least on the normal one, he had like the kind of iconic scene where it's just basically after 18's head gets smashed, he kind of like snaps, get the red line going through his head, and then he basically just then he like powers up and transforms. And they got that on the original one, but on this one you just got like when he's got like taking off his little bit of clothing that he got from Piccolo, a little like cloak and stuff, like get ready to fight. But then he goes into a Super Saiyan 2 when he's like in that like final battle against Cell. Whereas on the normal one, you got the like little clip from when he before he snaps, and then on the Awakened side when he's powered up just after snapping. So I reckon if like the normal ones on Awakened side would have been better on the alt art leader, but the alt art Awakened side I can see on screen looks so much better. Like iconic scene when he just pissed on that like last little standoff against Cell. It's just really iconic and looks sick, especially with his, like on this one and like the other ones, like some of the other ones. It actually has a nice background where it's like sure there's not much detail, but at least like his in like what it's going to do, like he's powering up ready to launch that final attack, and that's what kind of makes this look to be one of the best alt arts to pick up and one of the like chaser alt arts from the set. And that brings us on to the three SRs alt arts as well, and these ones look pretty sick. Now, there's a weird one with the Android 8, 17, 18, like the faces and that. I remember there's like loads of comments on this where it just looks weird. Like you got Android 17 like looking all pissed off, ready like launching attacks, and Android 18 looks like she's enjoying it, but like not in the right way as you would expect for a fight. And like it's got the more like shiny, like lighter background compared to the other one, but the art looks quite cool. Like I do like the art on the 6-drop Android 17 and 18, but the face on Android 18 just kind of doesn't go well with the like the whole thing. It kind of like really weird. It's like more like a meme one. And then this Android 18 2-drop, that one looks pretty sick. Like I don't know why like she's all damaged and stuff, like from a fight before, but the art looks a lot better. Like more like basically just you have more falling, more texture, and like you got the like energy waves a lot more like clashing with the purple and the green. That looks pretty sick. And you got Vegeta, it looks way better than the SR. Like for the SR, it's just him doing the same kind of like pose. If you've played Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters, then you'll recognize the pose from the Vegeta on the SR, similar to the At Cost Vegeta in blue from like set 4, I think it was, or set 3, like one of those early sets. And exact same thing, just like a bigger, maybe a bigger fist, and in Super Saiyan rather than Super Saiyan Blue, I think it was. I can't remember exactly, but then he goes from here like always because it's from the Cell Saga up to his beefed up Super Saiyan 2, or not Super Saiyan 2, but like Super Vegeta mode, and this art looks pretty sick. Like you see full on Vegeta, full art as well, as you can see all of them was like skipping leg day all around him, all ready to fight. Like it looks sick. Like this probably one of the better SBRs compared to the SRs, and yeah, they all look quite nice. Just Vegeta kind of wins out for the SR ones. That brings us to the last color for the set, being the yellow ones. The first one we've got is Ginyu. Now this is one like this one's disappointing. This one was like massively hyped for to see because Ginyu's my favorite character. I'm gonna be picking up and trying following out the deck in person because I just love Ginyu. The Ginyu Force is one of my favorites from the whole of the Dragon Ball franchise. And on the original one, you got the Ginyu and his pose from when they do the Ginyu pose. They each got their own little pose together, and Ginyu's there doing his pose from the front because that's the start of the battle when they first meet him. And then on the Awakened side, he's got him basically in Goku, like in his little pose after like his poser does after he's taken Goku body. Now that was pretty cool. But with the alt art, you got like a better front side for Ginyu, like basically just ready to go before he's gonna do body change, which is pretty sick because that's like how kind of it flips over, like it goes from it's like Ginyu and he awakens into Goku's body, like when he's taking it over. But then when he on the like Awakened side, the Ginyu is just kind of lacking in the art. Like, yeah, he's in Goku's form. He's like just when he tries to power up, like he's basically just can't believe he's like in such a powerful body, even though he can't control it properly, like can't make full use of it. But then like the background and stuff, and just like the pitch, like the actual image of Ginyu and Goku's body is pretty cool, but the background is pretty lackluster. Like this is one of the ones I was hyped for, but it's one of the ones I'm most disappointed for. Like it could have been so much better, but I'm still gonna have to pick it up because it's Ginyu and it's the old art, but I am kind of disappointed about this one. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. Here we got the next one. This is probably like this is what I feel is probably personally I think this is the best of the alt art leaders, and they called us not even one of the best ones. It's like probably one of the worst ones. Not because like more because he's a crit lead and crit leaders are all automatically a lot worse than the rest of them. But compared to the original, like the normal one, like on the front side, it's just like a stock image from the well, not a stock image, but just a clip from the film. Is just there before he transforms into his form beyond his final form. He's just there before the waterfall, ready to power up, get ready into it. And then when he's transforms into it, he's then basically after transforming, when he rushes across the little lake at Goku, that's what it is. But then you got this art looks a lot better. This is probably one of the best art arts, especially with the texture. The texture looks amazing from what we've seen from the photos. And you just got Cooler just sat in his chair, like basically Emperor Cooler, like the Emperor Cooler just sat there, ready, basically like looking like you don't want to mess with him. And then on the Awakened side, just that like amazing crazy aura around him after he's transformed into his like sick form. I reckon this one's gonna probably be what I feel is like the best looking alt art from the set for like the leaders. Well, at least from the leaders, at least. But like this is one of the amazing ones. Yeah, this is the best leader one in my opinion. It's just a shame that the leader isn't as amazing, but then when we get more sets, it could be a bit more viable, a bit better. Then we come to yellow SRs for the other ones. So then we got the yellow Earthsize I thought look pretty sick, and Cooler just seems to have the best looking alt arts in the set. Like Cooler's alt arts just look amazing. Like his cards, like his normal art for cards, looks pretty mid, but then when you get the alt arts, they look fucking fire. Like Ginyu is probably like my favorite SBR of the like alt art of the set. Like don't think we've had in the Masters at all like a Ginyu Force SPR. That was the whole squad. You had some of them like on the normal art, but they weren't amazing. But like no, nothing like this. Like this SPR looks amazing, and like isn't very nice how they've even like lowered the. You can see some of them have the text in the same place, just about the text box. Whereas for the old art for Ginyu Force, because how small Gildo is compared to the rest, they actually moved the text box down so you can actually see Gildo rather than it being like in his face and blocking in the original place. Like I thought that's a nice thing, and this is one of my favorite alt arts from the entire set. And I'll be looking to pick up places like this for all my yellow decks and mainly my Ginyu deck. Then on to Cooler as well. Cooler's man, like his original one looked quite mid. You can't even see the supernova he's doing, and you see him in a cool position. But this one, you see him like at the beginning of the supernova. You see supernova just in the background. We're just gonna get ready to launch it, and then like a really close up of Cooler with like amazingly sick, like fiery orange all around him as well. And then you got the freezer one. I don't know. I don't really know what I prefer out of these ones because you got the original one, which is just him in his like 100% final form, fully boosted up, ready to take on Goku, like maxed out muscle and stuff like that for his power as well. But then you got this alt art, which is like full art, got Freezer, but then it not really doesn't look as buff as the original one. Like you can't really tell if he is in his like maximum overdrive form, like 100% full power, or if he's not in this one. But the art does look pretty sick. But I feel like the art for the original one is probably better in this freezer, but this one's gonna be more texture, maybe look a little better just because of that. But if it was both with the same texture, the normal art would win out of this, I reckon. So that's all the alt arts from the set for each of the colors. We got the secret rares. The secret rares both got alts as well, and these are the ones from the secret rares. Like you got a pretty sick one with a Goku there, like the Goku compared to his original one, like he's like midway into his getting ready to do his Kamehameha, which is quite cool. But this one you got him like just ready like this, like not ready to strike. He's not doing the Kamehameha like you expect, which is like what this scene's from. But it does look pretty sick, especially with the gold texture running. The texture it looks absolutely amazing as well. Like pretty nice. Like the secret rare arts look really really good. They look amazing. But then it's outshined straight away by the Son Gohan childhood one. Like this compared to the original one is like quite iconic with the scene like basically doing his Kamehameha. But the original one's him about to launch the Kamehameha with his one hand, where then the alt art is him actually firing it, and you can see all the Z fighters in the background. The art just basically just there because they're like inspiration for him to like to go and like something for him to people to save him to help him out as well. Kind of like not just Goku putting it in, but them putting it in as well. Like it's amazing. Like the Gohan art is like probably gonna be one of the chase secret rares for the set, and yeah, they both look absolutely amazing. Especially with the texture, it's gonna look absolutely cool. But then beyond that, we got 20. Like you've probably only seen 22 of the arts because we've had 5 from each color, and then we've also got like the 20. It's 23 in the set, so we've got these two as well. So that'd be 22. So there's one more, and it's gonna remember one of these secret rares. Also get a second one. That's the Goku. Goku's looks absolutely amazing for like the alternate art. So both the secret rares got an alternative art, and I guess the first one, but then what a Goku gets an extra one, which is like kind of technically this would be kind of like god rare for the set. So like the highest form of alternative art you can get because you see from the rarity. Like if they got the normal like secret rare down for secret rare, and you got secret rare with a star, that's sort of like the alt art, and this one's secret rare with 2 stars, kind of like how Pokemon does it when you got the next level of art, like the higher than higher rarity. And this looks actually amazing. So how we saw with like the original art of this secret rare is him about to launch the Kamehameha. The alternative art not even being launched him, just basically just there, like just powered up. And in the final, like the alt art is him firing the Goku, like kind of like from Kefla's perspective when he just fires the Kamehameha right in the face. Looks pretty sick. Like it looks like it's not all white, but it's gonna look amazing. Like a lot better than like say with Ghosty, I think from the little video they had showing it. it kind of like the kind of rainbow foiling, like look through it like kind of rainbow sparkle. Whereas like a lot better than Ghost Rares, where you can't even see like Ghost Rares from you can't even see the image on the card, but it's like really like almost blank, like where it's just that shiny, not like that cool. But this one's gonna like a lot more of like a rainbow glimmer when you look through it, like just check the foiling in like a mirror or in the light. But this looks absolutely amazing. Just a pity that card isn't as great as the Gohan one, but still pretty one and a pretty nice collector's piece if you could pick it up. So that is it for the alt arts from the set, but now we go on to some of the other cards in the set, and let's have a look and see what we got. So, next we got the promos, so we got event promos. So these, like, when we first saw these, we thought these were locals promos, like promos you get from TPs, like similar to Masses, but these aren't the TP ones. These are like the big event promos that you can get. So when you go to like big events, you get a promo pack. You can get one of these 5, and it's nice that they're doing this for big events rather than like locals. They're not really worth it, and then they're not. These promos aren't like amazing, like busted ones that you get masses where like you've got to attend these big events. You get these promos. These ones are just nice ones to add to your deck. And we've got these ones here, which is so one for red being Goku, a blue Vegeta, and one for Broly. So like a character for each of the starter decks, which is quite cool. And he's got some quite nice effects. So you got Goku here being a 2-cost 20k with a 5k combo, and a nice little permanent where if your leader's awakened, this guy gains 5k power. Such as some really nice one where if you're awakened leader, you got 2-cost 25k, which is that's pretty good for 2 energy. Got the same kind of thing on Krillin from the star deck, which when he awakens takes life, but then with the Universe 7 leader and his own effect boosts up to 25k, whereas just with any red lead when they're awakened, you got a 2-cost 25k, and that's a pretty nice promo. Not necessarily like you needed, but still a very, very good one. And you got the Vegeta here, a 3-cost 20k, so a little bit more, but it's got 10k power. And this effect kind of like simulates what the start deck Vegeta does, which is activate main once per turn, discard a card from your hand, that's a cost, and then this guy gets 15k power for the power turn. So similar to the starter deck Vegeta, where you get like it boosts up to 15k the lead. This one does it by discarding a card from hand, but it's in a 20k power with 10k combo, which is it's always nice to have that 10k combo, so you can get out some swings with just one card potentially. And then you got the Broly here, similar to the Star Deck one, where you got a 6-drop 40k, but it's a skillless, and this one's got 5k power. But this one, instead of being skillless, it's got critical. So you basically just, if you get any of these and you play in the Broly Star Deck, if you want to keep those skillless in, instead of keeping that 6-drop 40k skillless, you swap them out for this because you lose just 5k combo power. But when you place and swing with it, it's got critical, and critical on a 40k body is quite big. And 6-drop's been hard to like touch outside of things like 8-drop Broly to kind of deal with them. Then we got the other two from the event promos. We got a Frieza and a Awaken to Super Saiyan. So we got a Frieza for the Frieza deck, being like a 2-cost 15k with 10k combo blocker, and a when blocking skill which allows you to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, costs 2 or less, which is the rest mode. So it's kind of like the Destructum, which kind of yellow is known for, being like disrupting by resting things and then keeping things locked down. And then you've got this red extra card. So the next one being like the other one. So in the first of the event promos, like event packs, you get five different cards, and red gets 2 of them. And this one being a 2-cost extra with activate main, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15k power for the turn. And then, if your leader's awakened, the chosen guy gets an extra 10k minus 10k combo, or 10k power for the turn. So that's pretty cool. So for 2 energy, minus 15, but if you're awakened, is a minus 25 for 2 energy. That's pretty nice. And it's just in the aim for like a red being the whole reduction of power being the thing. Remember, extra cards in this game have a trait as well, so if you're looking for a red Saiyan or Saiyan card, this comes as a target. And that's not the only promos. There's the event promos you can get from like big events. We also have other event promos that you get participation for things like if you went to the Battle Hour event, you would have got these as participation, being a 2-cost Son Goku and a 2-cost Vegeta, both 2-cost with 20k power. Goku having 10k 5k combo, but Vegeta having no combo power, which is quite weird, considering like the difference in strength of them. So Goku's just one attack and choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with 10k power or less and KO it. Nice little bit of removal, especially since red is the whole thing about reduction of power. If something's not within the range to kill it, you can make it with red with other cards, reduce the power of something, so you can then pop it with this effect. And then you've got Vegeta, where on play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards which cost 2 or less and bounce back the hand. Now that's not amazing, considering that you've got like a heavy restriction on how 7 or fewer cards in hand to trigger this, and it's got to be a 2 cost or less for your opponents. You don't want to be putting back in hand these 2 costs because they can be used as combo power, or just basically they're weak enough anyway, or have effects that you're going to be able to get back from playing it again. You'd expect this bottom deck. So, comparison, the Goku actually does a nice thing of popping something, getting like killing something off, whereas Vegeta should have at least bottom decked 2 costs or less. But yeah, these are promos you can get from like the events like Battle Hour. Like we have more events from people who couldn't attend it, like from different countries and stuff, to actually get their hands on them. And also as well as that, from if you do well in it, you get winner promos being like more gold version of it, like these two here, more like gold foils of them. And these are quite nice ones. It's nice to see like any alt art. You can tell if it's alt art or original art by having a star next to the rarity in the bottom corner. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, if you do well, you get those everyone's as participation. If you do well, you get gold versions of them, which actually look quite nice. Then we got the pre-release promos. We know what the pre-release promo is. It's this Goku, and its lead gets power. It's got power crept straight away after it was revealed. But when they revealed the 4-drop Vegeta for green, that does the same thing. It's like Vegeta's a little bit less powerful, being a 20k instead of 25. Same bit of combo power, but its on plays instead of ramping a card from your hand, like this Goku does, the Vegeta ramps from your drop, and then there's an additional effect to kind of do a bit of board removal. So like even though it's a nice little promo, like one you can pick up for just your pre-release, you can the Vegeta one in the set is better because same cost, being a 4 cost. 25k, but then Vegeta's 20k, both 10k combo, and then his on play is add up to 1 card from your hand and your energy, and you rather ramp a card from your drop, even if it doesn't come in active mode, than lose a card from your hand. You don't really want to do that. And you notice that there's two cards on here, but different arts. That's because you got the normal one, you get participation on your left, and on your right you got the one for if you win the event and when you pre-release, you get the alt art gold foil one. Well, not the alt art, but your gold foil one. So it's like not different art, but is nicely gold foiled up. So if you do get one for participation, you can potentially win a second one. It is nice shiny foiling. So those pre-release promos. We've got more promos still going on as well, so stay tuned. We've got some of the locals promos. So the nice thing about what they do in Fusion World is you still get local packs and stuff like that. But unlike with the ones like what they did with Masters, with its brand new cards in like local TPs, they've actually done what many people have suggested, like when they did surveys for Masters, is make the TPs alt arts and not brand new cards. So when you go to locals, like you can go there, you're not like there's nothing like you don't have to go to locals and then potentially get one of like 16 like brand new cards, get Hope a point, or then just buy online. These ones just alt arts, just turn like have like nice looking cards off some cards you might play. And we've got some here. So there's 8 different cards in the pack, and then out of those 8, there's 4 that are winners. So we'll go for the winner ones first. So like the original art with the normal art with the alt art, and you can potentially tell like you got the alt art, but then you got the winner alt art, and the winner alt has got like a more full foil, no text box and things like that. So you see on the left here, you got Android 17 as one of them. So Android 17 from the starter deck. The from the red starter deck, you've got that as no art. But if you get the winner one, you get the one on the left, on the right. So the one normal TP one is on the left, and the winner one is on the right. And it'd be a lot more foiling, I imagine, with them to like like alt art foiling. So that's for the red winner one. You got a blue winner one being the Trunks Future the 2 cost 30k one from the main set. So you got the on the left the alt art, and then on the right you got the full art winner alt art. So that looks quite nice. Like the arts aren't amazing for some, but it's kind of the thing. Like thing is more like kind of like it's like they're kind of like female like they kind of look. They're like more like tidied up, like more simplistic, sophisticated kind of look. So that's the blue one. Then we've got the green one being the Goku, that 5-drop Goku for the main set, the one that makes some of the green decks a bit better, like ramping on player when you do some of the effects to sack off some energy. You can kind of mitigate the cost of losing the energy by replacing it. And you got on the left, you got the normal one you get from the TP, there's normal TP one. Then on the right, you got the full art winner one. Like the only difference is like you don't get winner written anywhere on the it's like a notice winner, but it's like a more full art. Like the art's a little bit bigger. Like you see the size of Goku on the normal one on the left. It's big, like it's bigger on the winner one on the right, and it kind of It's like, yeah, more full art as well compared to the alt art one. So you got the alt art, and you got the winner full art one on the right, and then that's the red, blue, green one, and then the yellow one here is the more disappointing one because it is a freezer, like a really cool looking freezer one, but it's not of not of a freezer that's like that useful. Like so many different freezers in the first set, so many useful, and they used the least usable one and the least great freezer. So you got this is the freezer from the main set, the 2-cost one that you can rest itself to then free play out a 1-drop freezer army from your hand, which doesn't see that much play, isn't amazing, but still what we got. This is one we kind of missed out. They could have made it any other freezer, like one of the good star deck ones or anything like that. But you got the normal one you get for the TP on the left, and then the full art winner one on the right you can get. So that's the 4 winners. Then we look at them, the other ones you get from the TPs of the other 8. So you get a Master Roshi, the 1-drop one that helps self awaken. You get the ult of that, being like him in like his like buffed up form, like he does in Sword of Power. And then you got an ult art of the Bulma, the one that kind of the same thing as Roshi here, reducing the power, like the cost of an extra card by 1 of its color, being 1 blue, and like different ones they both go into kind of like Roshi's a little bit better, like it's a self awakening, whereas Bulma's like in theme with having the 7 and fewer cards in hand. So a Bulma you can use at any point without needing to worry about life and stuff. Roshi you can still use it, but you have to take a life. You have to take a life as the cost, and you got a difference in like the combo cost as well. And then the last 2 ones we got is another one of the green and yellow ones, being the Gohan Searcher, little 1-drop that looks top 3 for a 5-cost or less Saiyan, and it's your hand to help you find your like ramp cards and stuff like that. And the other one being Nezzy. It's like Nezzy's like the yellow ones are quite an interesting choice. But the blue ones they're not amazing like the other colours. Like you got really good ones for the green, some pretty good ones for the red, some alright ones with the blue, and then for the yellow ones you got kind of like ones that aren't going to be as played much, that it's being like the better versions of it. But then it's still nice to get like Nez is a pretty decent one, like a good little block. Is basically Zarbon, but the only difference being you have to take a life with this one, where it's optional with Zarbon, but still quite nice looking arts. And that's all the like the locals promos. So if you go into our locals, that's what you get. You get a pack with one of these 8 in it. But if you win, you get one of the 4 different winner ones in your pack as well. So, and I imagine the normal ones would be non-foil, but the top winner ones probably be foiled as well as the like the full art. So that brings us to the last little bit where we have a look at what the starter deck cards look like. With every starter deck, you get an extra pack to get 1 of 7 cards in full art, or like more fuller art than normal art, like less borders and less text box and stuff like that. And we know of the 7 cards, what they look like. So for the red star deck, you got the 3 common ones. So each of the star decks, out of the 7 cards, you've got 3 of them being common battle cards, the 2 SRs, and then the 2 extra cards of full art. So the 3 commons decided to choose for red is Whis, which is not bad. It looks pretty nice, and it looks pretty good in full art. Krillin, which looks quite cool in full art. And then you got the super combo. Each one have a super combo, and you got 2 of the other commons. So the Shin look full art, not amazing at that. Doesn't look like not much difference full art, but Krillin looks pretty cool compared to the original one. Like a little bit more full art, like showing like fully like coming out of it, like charging at you. This is pretty nice for the red ones. In the S1s are going to be the difference with this is in the normal ones of the SRs and the star decks are textured foil, whereas the alt arts of these ones, the more full art ones, they're not textured. They're still foil, but they're not textured, which is kind of like a sad difference. You would hope they'd be textured as well, but still like having the full art like this, they look amazing. Like seeing like Goku full art without the little barrier around the sides and stuff. The same with Gohan, look pretty sick. And then the extra cards look way better, having like rather than be contained behind like a text box and like behind the border stuff being like all above above all that, and no text box. It's actually quite nice. Like the Kamehameha and God Kamehameha looks really nice. Like I should have probably put them next to their actual normal arts to kind of see the difference, but you can kind of get the cards up next to you and kind of have a look at yourself if you want to. And for the blue ones, the 2 common ones out of the battle cards aren't super combo are Goten and Trunks, got full art like going at each other for either side, like how they're positioned there. And then Videl as the super combo. And the 2 SRs looking like the Vegeta looks really nice in a full art, same with Goten. Just shame that the Goten isn't I don't feel that Goten is that great, but like the Vegeta is just amazing. Because every color has a double striker, and then these ones here, like the full arts for the extra cards are really nice. The Gallic Gun, the Flower Flash look actually amazing in full art, and they'll be foiled as well. I think it should be foiled as well. And for the green ones, they got the really questionable choices for the green ones. Like each color, each side deck has some pretty good common ones you'd hope to get, but it's a shame that they didn't put the cantrips for the colors that ones that have cantrips in. But then I guess they didn't want because three of the starter decks have the cantrip in, but the everyone being green doesn't have the cantrip. Their cantrip is in the main set, so maybe it's unfair that the other colors can get four cantrips with the green can't. But then some of the other choices are questionable. Like you got this Paragus not even be the better Paragus. This is the Awakening Paragus. That's the attack to 3 planet Shimon. I mean that is then in rest mode after attacking to be vulnerable to attacks. So you can't just keep looping Shimon without attacking. And then this Vegeta that when you got 6 more energy gains 5k power. And it's critical. Like compared to some of the other ones there, but I imagine that's because most of the cards in the green starter deck are skillless, so kind of you don't want to have four skillless cards. But then these two are questionable. Like Paragus, one is the better one in there, doesn't have to attack, and you got a cat Moa maybe it would have been better. Vegeta could be see more use, but I think Vegeta is going to be one because it's going to be the main super combo you want it in green because of his interaction with like the some of the ramp cards being like 3 or more is this could be a target after being used. Then you got the full art on it, like Turtles looks quite nice, and the Broly looks pretty sick as well. These like the alt arts of the SIs look really amazing. Got like white board on the bottom instead of black, and you got the full art as well, like all over the place. Looks pretty sick. And then you got the Strutspinning Giant Meteor. These look really nice. These look way better than the normal ones with like the full art itself. You can see the whole like our image without the little border like trapping it, and the text box looks really cool. And then got to the last one, we got the Freezer one. So once again, like some interesting choices. Like we got Chui, which like I would rather have the one-drop Freezer instead of that. But then you still get good ones in like Chi Light, the full art Chi Light, and then the good one in the two-drop Freezer being a very good one to pick as well for the commons. And then you got the SRs for that, like really nice. Like the freezer looks amazing. It'll be one of the PL freezers, and the King Cole looks pretty sick as well. Just still sat in his little chair. And then yeah, the full lines for the yellow ones look amazing. Cause you got like kind of like colored background on this one as well. Like so, the golden death beam looks amazing, and the death ball looks really sick as well. Like I'm gonna want to be picking up like a few of the yellow ones just repeated out for each starter deck. You get a pack with like one pack with one card to get one of these. It's gonna take a while to try and have like a lot of trades or a lot of buying to get some of the full art for some of these starter decks. But that's it for the reveals. But then as I said, we do have like the have a little look at the gold markers for it, and here's what we have. So golden energy markers. So we don't know exactly what events they're going to be in. If they're going to be locals, from what people said, they're just people like it's supposed to be different energy packs, but we don't know if this could be just for events or for locals. Could you get a locals energy marker? So it might still be in there, or it could be in just event ones. We don't really know exactly which events are going to be. If just any energy market pack can get them, or the special ones. But it's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be a really nice to get because if there's any leader you want to specifically play in the set, it's got an energy market just for that one, a gold one, showing like the unawakened side in like the little coloured like character in the in the front. In the background is the gold looking one of their awakened side, which is pretty cool. Now each like I know I'm definitely gonna be wanting to get the Ginyu and the Frieza one. And I don't know about you, but they all look amazing. Just the Ginyu one to me, then it's just because I'm biased, I just love Ginyu, but it looks the best. And like next, probably cooler, like just how they look in the background as well. But remember, they got the texture foiling as well, and they look absolutely amazing just to look at all 12 all together. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully next week we'll be having the Master spoilers to see what the spoilers are for the set 24 for Masters. So if you're interested in that as well, stay tuned. If not, we'll see you in the next one. Go over some more future content at some point. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.